That said, we've got fish and other marine creatures now to take care of, and we want to apparently deliver 10,000? What? 10,000 fish. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 in the campaign with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to beautiful, beautiful Mallorca. Now you can see the city of Palma is ever increasing in size as we're finally getting some goods in to supply the city. And we left off in the last episode with all these nicely now freshly blinking away at us tasks that we're just gonna check out again just to kind of, get them out of the way. So if you all remember, we had a good bunch of requirements to actually deliver alcohol, food to Inca, and goods to Saranal. So I think we set a bunch of that stuff up already. I'm not quite sure what we did and did not set up yet though. So we will go and check the lines real quick to determine what we still have to take care of, if anything, and then we'll kind of move on from there. So I do not see any goods to Saranal for a start, so that will probably very much still be a requirement, as the only thing that's really going here is the tools thing for the hotel still, which we don't really honestly quite need anymore. Alcohol I'm pretty sure we already set up, and indeed we did, so that should all hopefully be pretty fine indeed. And then we have food to whatever that city was called, Inca, and we do not seem to have that yet either. So two things still to set up then, and let's find out where we can do just that. So for food, no, I think for food that was meat, right? Yeah, okay, so it's a food processing plant that kind of chucks out meat, but apparently there is different products that food processing plants can chuck out, which is kind of interesting, because if you all remember in my free play version, we've also got a food processing plant, but you need actual grain, and well, you make different products. So kind of interesting actually, but one way or another, that's apparently the food, and that is then definitely very much set up too. And for the goods, I think, weren't we flying those into something? Like, there was something about that, wasn't there? I think the goods were coming from, like, the mainland. Oh, maybe we were actually... No, I think we were flying them in? I'm kind of... Let's see. I have got the goods factory right here. We've also got the airport terminal. It does not seem that we've got a line going for it yet, so... I suppose we need to still get that going, fly things out to the Palma. I mean, alternatively, we could just build a second airport and kind of do things a bit quicker, Not like we really care too much. I think let's do it, honestly. Why not? Do we have a big or small airfield out there? We've got a big one, but I think the planes can all still land in the small one that are doing cargo, so we're probably just gonna... Oh, wow. Oh, we can place it here, maybe, Collision. Oh, there's a food factory out there, so that's a bit of an issue. Maybe we don't really have quite enough space here, to be honest. I don't really quite know. Maybe we can just place it here. Collision. What am I colliding with here? Okay, no, let's maybe do it the proper way then. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't really quite like it, because the thing is, that the other airport is honestly kind of overfilled with planes to the maximum. So I would really kind of like to build a second one instead. Then again, it may be the case that we're not allowed to. No, we can up here. It's kind of a bit weird. It's showing me collisions where there's kind of like obviously not really any collisions. But I would like to get this attached to the street at least. So let's sink it in, I suppose. And there we go. And then we'll have like a bit of a truck stop and everything, and we'll get things going to Saranal. And that should be that taken care of. I think this is honestly kind of the better solution for us, probably, just kind of because the other airport is that overloaded, we already have planes aborting landing like every 5 seconds, basically, so I think this is probably going to be the solution that gets us there a bit faster, so that is what we're going to be going for. Now, let's get some lines set up then. We will start out here at Zurich Annex, and we'll deliver stuff to Saranal Airport, and we will call it goods plane to Saranal. Just forgot the apostrophe, but that's kind of alright. I think that's my Discord mute button, so that could be kind of annoying. Always annoying, by the way, finding these hotkeys that you don't use for anything else while you're typing or something that will otherwise go totally haywire on you. I never managed to, but anyway, so we will call this one goods to Saranal as well. I'll kind of deliberately avoid the apostrophe there, not have the Discord spamming in the background. I'm not sure if that's on or not, and yeah. That's kind of the connection set up. So now the only thing we will really need is going to be airplanes. I'm just going to check in the airport hangar here real quick what can actually land here. It's the Douglas C-49 Skytrain apparently. So we'll make sure to get that and nothing too big that cannot land at any of the other airports. But we'll get it up here because, yeah, I mean the Lockheed we won't be able to get. But 10 capacity, honestly, still very much fine. I think we're just gonna buy 5, I think, and we're gonna kind of tell them to wait till they're full, and that should be done pretty quickly. So that's the route right there for the planes themselves. We will go and actually change the line settings for them to wait until they're full, so that it only really takes every plane a trip, and it will hopefully already be done and all over with. And then we'll go and buy some vehicles, which we will get our trusty man trucks. Just grab 3 of those because that's going to be more than enough, and we're going to assign them to the line, and that is the whole deal done. So that should in theory now hopefully be everything we need. I'm pretty sure we were supplying cattle. We are indeed to this factory, so we should be getting some meat in, and that should be reaching Inca, I hope. Does not look like we have had any deliveries previously, so that's certainly interesting, but it seems to be a one-to-one thing, so this one delivery here of 57 should already be more than enough, I hope, and all the food crates are starting to amass, so that should be a good sign right there. Indeed. Now, let's check out the planes. Hopefully they are nicely loading up, and as you can see they are, but it is taking them an absolute age for getting that kind of stuff done, apparently. And as all the other things will probably take a quick minute too, I think I am going to place a quick cut here then. And once we're a bit closer to actually... No, wait, 1 second. I think we've got other tasks, so maybe we won't do that. So, meet the needs of your guests. They are very... Okay, so that kind of belongs to these tasks, but we do have protection of historic monuments here. That is new. So, the island of Mallorca has an assemblage of several cultural landmarks of historic value. The Germans like to take a look at them now and then before they head to the beach. But sadly, the structures are exposed to the emissions from increased traffic and visibly deteriorating as a result. Do something. Okay.
Pollution level stays the same. Continuous maintenance is the only way to prevent the ongoing decay of the masonry. And that costs plenty. The only alternative.
We're gonna pay money. 400k for the next 3 months. I mean, we've got 50 mil. Honestly, who cares? Who cares? So that will kind of be automatically taken care of over the next 3 months. I really didn't feel like reducing emissions here because, I mean, look at the flippin' island. Like, I would have to get rid of half my logistics or even 3/4. Like, please no. So we're just going to maintain things a little better, and that should hopefully make everything somewhat fine. And, well, the goods and everything are starting to make their way over, so that should hopefully be working pretty alright for us too. But one way or another, as I said, that's going to take a few minutes, I think. So I'm going to place a quick cut here now, and I'll be back with you all when we're a bit closer to completing all of our beautiful goals with that side goal now actually done. So I'll see you all after the cut. Alright, and welcome back. So as you can see, 2 out of 3 tasks are already nicely taken care of, and the last one we are getting very, very close to as well, kind of 2 goods of. Now, it doesn't seem that all the goods that get delivered always also make it through to the very end, so let's see. But there we go, that does actually seem to be everything that we've needed, and also does seem to be the end of the Mallorca part of the campaign. So, it's official. Mallorca is the most popular vacation paradise in all of Europe. Pale skin to tonic tourists sizzle on the beaches until they're crispy as a cutlet. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, we've taken care of everything, even all the side tasks, apparently, which is kind of surprising, because you all know, probably at this point, how much I usually like doing those. But that's beautiful news. I think, in that case, it's time for another quick cut. I'll be hopping on to the next campaign mission, and I'll meet you in the menu screen. Alright everybody, and welcome back to the menu screen. So, it transpires that Mallorca was indeed the last part of the second chapter of the campaign in Transport Fever 2. So we are making very, very good progress. Another 6 missions to go, I think, till we finish it. At least that's what I assume, because everything else has been like 6 missions per chapter so far. So let's go check out the third chapter of the campaign, which I think will be Modern Times. I'm very excited for that. Looking forward to seeing what all is going to be in store for us, because of course, I mean, we are trailing miles behind Modern Times in our free play episodes, so it will be a lot of new things to hopefully check out for us, and well, let's get going. Let's see what this has in store for us.
The world is shifting closer together. The volume of passengers is exploding. The global flows of goods are multiplying. Meet the logistical challenges before and after the turn of the millennium.
Okay, so there we go. That's going to be another 6 missions, just as I anticipated. Who would have thought? Let's go and see what the first one's going to be.
Dawn in the land of the rising sun. In the 1960s, as the horrors of World War II gradually fade away, Japan's economy experiences an unprecedented boom. Thanks to strict discipline and a will towards continuous improvement, the country is catching up to the industrialized nations of the West. A fast-paced era.
Alright, so beautiful. 1960s to 1970 in Japan. Building the Shinkansen, apparently, which, of course, I think is a very well-known high-speed train line in Japan. At least I very much know that, even though I'm from, like, the other end of the globe. So, yeah, very much looking forward to that. Let's go and get going, and I'll meet you at the other end of this loading screen.
Tokyo is soon going to host the Summer Olympics. New records are in demand, and not just in the stadium. The Japanese State Railroad is pursuing a grand project. The world's first high-speed train. You have been entrusted with carrying out the project. Your motto is absolute perfection through continuous improvement. The country's topography has several pitfalls in store. Numerous obstacles must be overcome so that the new train can reach top speeds of over 200 kilometers per hour. Mountains, bodies of water, and populated areas make it hard to plan a straight-line route. Tackle these construction challenges and create a masterpiece of Japanese engineering. Each route segment presents various difficulties, each of which calls for taking very specific measures. Find out what needs to be done.
Alright, so welcome then to Japan in 1960. So, well, very, very interesting indeed. We even have our own motto. Who would have thought? And we are now about to build the first high-speed train ever. So speeds of more than 200 kilometers an hour are the target, and let's go and see what we need to do at the tunnel construction site right here first.
Mountainous terrain stands in the way of level track routing. Arrange test drillings for building tunnels.
Okay, so we need to transport stone from the drilling site to the stone heap, which is there apparently. Okay, and then we have got the bridge construction site too, right here apparently.
The route is supposed to run along the straightest path. The mouth of Lake Hamana has to be dealt with. Make preparations for building a bridge.
Alright, and we need to deliver 80 construction materials to the bridge construction site, which I guess we are getting the construction materials right here. So it all seems rather easily connectable, to be honest, with streets, and I'm guessing we can, yeah, just as usual, kind of use all the trucks we ever wanted. So I think that's the way that we're going to go for. And I mean, you know, large country road kind of being the dream, but meh. We're going to do medium country road just so we can keep this all a bit even. I think that was my mouse just going all haywire again. I actually did surgery on my flippin' mouse yesterday because it very much just likes to do weird things these days and double click when I single click or not click at all when I try and click. So, well, thought that had went well. Maybe it didn't go as well as planned. I really hope that fixes itself somehow. It seems there's like some dirt under the little sensor that will actually sense the impulse that I clicked, and I don't know. I had removed it, but it seems there's more there again, and it's all messy and annoying, so, well, we will see about that, I suppose. Now, this is already a small country road, so won't be able to fix that, unfortunately, but let's at least get rid of this random creation that my mouse made right there. Now, this right here seems to all be going through a little town for a start, so I think we'll just be constructing the country road from here on outwards. That's totally fine by me, I think, in terms of speed. It's, you know, it's going to be a bit of a drawback, but overall should be fine, and then we can at least upgrade this part too. Okay. So what do we need? We need some unload stops, of course, at the destinations, which the brick is supposed to be delivered to here, and the stone is going to be supposed to be transported away to there. So that is that, and then we do, of course, need some truck stations to actually load the goods right here and right there. And then, whoopsie, that was unintended. Then we will, of course, get some road depots and get everything rolling. So pretty easy for a start, I would imagine. Nothing too crazy, complicated, or new here. Albeit, I have to say, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what kind of trucks we will be able to use. So let's see about that, I guess. Now, that goes there. And we will set up some lines before we're getting anything else going. So that is going to be stone to... what was it? Stone heap or something? I think, right? Is that what it's called? It is a stone heap. Okay. So that is that. Excuse my lack of knowledge of that English word. And then we will go and do bricks to bridge. So very interesting, to be honest. It's supposed to be a bridge made from bricks, because I think our experience thus far has been that bridges from bricks are kind of quite limiting in speed that allows a train to travel. So we'll see about that, but for the time being, let's go and actually get some vehicles then. Okay, so nothing really new here. Maybe still too early in the times, I don't know. I mean, these flatbed trucks, I'm pretty sure we had already seen in our Chinese mission. Only 60 kilometers an hour. I was hoping for higher speeds, but that is what it is then. We will need the flatbeds for actual good carrying capacity right here. I'm not sure what's the actual... only 100. Okay, so maybe we won't even buy that many then, because it doesn't seem that the plant is really able to supply that much, and we'll assign 4 to this, and I mean, let's see about this, I suppose. No, this is actually more, so we will buy a few more for this site right here. We can grab dump trucks for this, and it does seem that those have a bit more capacity, so we will grab those and make it 6 just to ensure we can also carry the 200, well, carry enough for the 200 frequency, and then we'll get going. So I suppose that is, as usual, going to take a bit of time. It doesn't appear that we have got any side missions just yet, and look at that beautiful mountain. But well, I think that will then mean that I will place another cut, and I'll be back with you when this all is a little more taken care of. Alright, and welcome back then, everyone. So the last truck is just about to arrive for the bridge construction as well now, and that's going to be our first task out of the way. Beautiful.
The necessary preliminary work has been completed in short order. Now the actual route construction is next on the list. See to it that the necessary construction materials are delivered and use a precisely planned embankment to make sure that the maximum peak velocity is reached whenever possible.
Alright,
The route is
so
going to be subjected to enormously high levels of stress. Large amounts of steel and concrete provide for the required stability.
that makes a lot of sense. So, steel and construction materials, which apparently construction materials are actually concrete, not bricks, as they thought they were, so that's kind of good. Main office being right here, so that's going to be a very easy thing to just reroute real quick. Let's just do that for a minute, because these trucks are already all moving, and, well, I mean, we can just take care of it within seconds without really changing much of anything, so, I'd rather take care of that real quick so they can already just start delivering, because the construction materials plant is honestly quite slow in terms of production at the moment, so, you know, the sooner we can get that going, the better, probably. So we're going to remove Springfield Road here. Springfield Road in Japan. Yeah. But, we're going to remove that, we're going to move it over to that, and that's going to be good. Then we've got steel, though. Steel we get from here, and we need to bring it all the way to over there. So
Japan is a major fishing
that's the side task for us. I'm supposing we can just get like a bridge going or something.
on the plate, even when it's not a fish at all.
But a
Like
whale.
for example.
Oh.
Good money can be made with that.
Very interesting indeed. So yeah, we'll get a bit of a bridge going right here. What do you want to make it look like in terms of optics, I guess? That's a good question. This does not seem to make it a beautiful bridge with, like, these steel pillars, unfortunately. So I think we're going to make it like this, maybe? Or we just do it like this? I think this kind of fits in with, like, a nice, beautiful architectural style you would kind of assume of a more, you know, historical Japan. You know, nowadays modern Japan is like modern, like crazy modern. I guess most of you people already know that, and I don't really need to tell you about that, but that's kind of a whole different status, and you would never see anyone build something like that. Well, at least mostly, I wouldn't assume. But yeah, you know, just you know, some more historically beautiful approach, I suppose. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. So let's go and get that all linked up. We will call it steel to office or something, and probably also should rename this stuff to office so we can kind of keep track of where our lines are going. And yeah, then we'll buy some more beautiful trucks, and we will get things underway. So yeah, we do need the flatbeds this time. Indeed, and we're going to make it like 6, should be fine, and just assign it to that line. But yeah, I mean, honestly, in all honesty, I would really love to go to Japan someday. I think it's a crazy cool nation. Would be quite the cultural shock, probably, in terms of how modern everything would be, compared to good old Germany, which, I mean, if you've never been to Germany, I wouldn't say it's the craziest country in terms of technologies, but I think that will be very interesting. That said, we've got fish and other marine creatures now to take care of, and we want to apparently deliver 10,000? What? 10,000 fish? That seems a lot. That seems a whole lot. That is pretty insane, to be honest. 10,000. That thing makes 100. Like, you realize that 10,000 is going to take, like, I don't even know how long. That is insane. Okay, well, and then I can't even upgrade it. I mean, the thing is, you know, our trucks don't even go faster than 100 kilometers an hour. Well, than 60 kilometers an hour anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter that much, but regardless, that is, God, that is going to be a pain to do, but, I mean, the setup is going to be easy, and then I guess we'll just wait for, like, ever. So, let's do it, let's take care of it. 10,000 fish, you know, easy as that, basically. Not really, but, you know, it's just gonna take some time, I suppose. So, you know, let's get going. So, fish to office is gonna be our new line, and we'll go and buy some more trucks right here. We will have to make it flatbeds once more. We'll make it like 10 just to ensure we can use every little bit out of the frequency available, even if this thing upgrades, which hopefully it will, and, well, then let's see where that's going to go. So, very interesting one right there. But with that said, I think there is a lot of stuff still to take care of right here. A lot of steel to deliver, a lot of fish to deliver, a lot of construction materials to deliver. That will all take a fair bit of time, of which we are unfortunately a bit short this very episode. So I will just go and end things off right here for today then, and then we'll continue onwards in the next episode. So I hope you all very much enjoyed today's episode. If you did, as always, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way, everyone, as always, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.